In this video, I'm going to show you some exercises you could do to develop a clean and strong double stroke roll. If you haven't done so already, please go through my introduction video where I demonstrate proper technique and the beginnings of developing a good double stroke roll. The first exercise I'm going to show you is an exercise that was taught to me by one of my teachers, Mike Drake, at University of North Texas. So I call this exercise Drake's warm-up. And what it does is it takes you through every permutation of the beat while doing those permutations with double strokes. You go through them with an accent and without an accent in order to develop a nice, clean, even double stroke roll. It's important to do this with a metronome and start very slowly. You can do it either traditional grip or match grip. So the first permutation is just singles. And you go through and you do 4 measures each. I'm just going to demonstrate them. I won't do exactly 4 measures. So you go through first with no accent, or you do it again with accenting the double using the snap accent that's demonstrated in my introduction video. Again, if you have not watched that, please do for a demonstration of this. Next permutation is quarter note triplets. No accent. Then accent. Make sure you're pulling up. 2s, 8th notes, no accent first, nice and even, with an accent, etc., etc. At least 4 measures. Then it's 3s or triplets. No accent, with an accent. Next one will be 4s or 16th notes. No accent. Nice and even. Second note is even with the first. Accent. Notice as we get faster, the snap is more succinct. I'm going to move on to 6s. No accent. Nice and even. Accent. Move on to 8s. No accent. Accent. No accent. Accent. It gets difficult when it gets that fast. The idea is as you get faster, that accent starts to fade away. Not very good. Then you have a clean double. So here's another exercise that you can do after you've mastered the Drake's warm-up. This one is definitely more advanced and will give you more of a challenge. This one is very similar to this last exercise in that you go through permutations, you do them as doubles, but then you also alternate them with singles so that you can check to make sure that your doubles are as clean as your singles. And with these permutations, we're only going to focus on the odds. The reason for that is when you do odd permutations as doubles, sometimes the first note of the double is on the beat, sometimes the second note of the double is, and that makes it more challenging because you have to be nice and even and play in time. So I'm going to demonstrate. I have this on 64 beats per minute, pretty slow. It's important to do this slowly and cleanly before you try to jump in and do it fast. So I'm going to start with the odd permutation 3. Just going to do singles. And then when I do doubles, it has to sound the same. Nice and easy. Singles, doubles. No sound change. Then I'm going to do fives. Dial it in. Now doubles. Singles, doubles. So if you switch to doubles and you start to hear this, that means you're not controlling that second note. It needs to sound the same. Next one gets much more challenging. It's sevens. First singles. Doubles. Singles. Doubles. So you can challenge yourself different ways. You can do one permutation of singles, one doubles, singles, doubles. Sorry, that was 2. I was alternating singles and doubles there. That's very difficult. The other thing you can do is try to add an accent on each permutation. I'll do it with fives. So you can mark the start of each 5. 3, 4, 5. Let me dial it in. So when you do that with doubles, sometimes you're accenting with the first of the double, sometimes with the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Try it with sevens. There you go. That should keep you plenty busy.